able to share this time with you in order to show you something brand new that is sure to change your life forever. I'm Brian.
And I'm Mike, and today we're going to talk to you about a revolutionary new service that is sweeping the nation.
Now, Mike, I'm sure you and the audience at home are familiar with service apps like Uber and Lyft.
I sure am, Bry Guy.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your experience with those services.
Well, certainly. Some nights when I'm out with friends and I've had a bit too much holy water, I use Uber to have someone pick me up and take me home.
Doesn't that sound like a nifty and responsible kind of app? But Mike...
Yes, Brian?
Mike, tell me this. Do you always trust your Uber driver?
If I'm being completely honest, I do not. And it's because it's always a different driver each time. How could I possibly trust a complete stranger?
Exactly! How could you? And you shouldn't be expected to. But what if I told you there was a new app where you could be picked up and chauffeured around by someone you can trust?
Stop it right now, Brian. Don't you lie to me like that.
No, I won't stop it, Michael, because such an app exists.
Get out of town.
No, I won't. Because then I couldn't tell all these lovely people at home about this incredible service.
Well, you have me on the hook, Bri. So tell me what this new service is all about.
Glad you asked, Mike. With this new service, all you have to do is download an app, create an account, and you're ready to be picked up and whisked away wherever you like to go.
It simply cannot be that simple.
But it is, my friend. You see, once you've registered an account with the app, you can pull up a map and drop a pin in your location. That notifies us where you are, so we can swoop in and come to your transportation rescue.
Well, that's all well and good, buddy. But what about my untrustworthy driver problem?
That's the best part of our service, chum. With us, there is only one driver and one car, so you know exactly who is coming to pick you up every time you ask for a ride.
Well, I feel more secure already. So tell me more about this dream machine you have going around picking people up.
Our service uses only the latest, top of the line, used taxi that has been modified to run on, now hold on to your seats for this, pedal power!
Pedal power? Like flower petals?
No, Mike, you fucking idiot! Pedals, like on a bicycle! Each seat in the vehicle is equipped with a set of pedals. The driver and the passenger work together in order to get from point A to their destination at point B.
Wowee! That's fantastic. I mean, when you think about it, what other transportation app allows you to get a workout while being transported?
I'm with you there, Mike. In fact, we love the addition of the pedals so much, we decided to name our app and services Pedal Files, because we're sure you'll be crazy about our pedals too.
Pedal files, huh? Well, if there's a list of known pedal files out there, you can slap my name on there right now. I'm sold!
You know what, Mike? We want everybody to be sold on pedal files. We want your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, even the kids too. I'll be darned if I don't just love hearing how happy kids are when they're pedaling away. Heck, you can say I'm a pedophile who loves kids.
I think I'm guilty of that too, Bri.
I think now's the perfect time to tune to some already satisfied pedophiles out there.
Hi.
Go on, friend. Tell the people at home all the great things you have to say about pedophiles.
Yeah, friend. Tell them.
Yeah, well, I got the app. It's good, I guess.
Wowza! Another satisfied customer!
Let's see what this next person has to say about pedal files.
What? Look at the camera. Yeah, pedal files is real great. I used the app to get myself from work one night, and it took us 4 hours to get me home.
Well, imagine how long it would have taken you if you didn't use our hit new app!
My house was only 10 blocks away.
You hear that? Sounds like more praise, Mike!
No, wait.
I think we have a person over this way who has something nice to say about pedal files.
I know I only have good things to say about pedophiles.
Pedal Files is the worst app ever.
My friends and I used the app to get picked up, but there were 4 of us who needed a ride home, and for some reason there was some guy in the front seat who refused to get up.
Ah, yes. That is the official pedophile comfort provider. He's there to make sure the driver is always comfortable and kept company at all times.
That is the dumbest idea I have ever heard. Because of him, I had to ride home in a chair tied to the roof.
Chair tied to the roof.
Yes, that is one of 3 transportation packages that Pedophiles offers. It costs a bit extra, but you'll find it worth it to have the pedophile experience with your 3 other friends.
Worth it! The rope snapped halfway home and I fell off the car while it was moving.
All pedophile service complaints should be filed online under the Comments and Concerns tab.
Oh, you'll be hearing from me and my lawyer.
Well, it sure looks like the pedophiles community is full of good people with only good things to say.
You can say that again, Mike.
Okay, well, it sure
Okay, that seems to be all the time that we have here for tonight. Thank you for joining us to hear about all the great things that pedophiles can do for you. We'd like to thank our sponsors.
Excuse me, gentlemen. We got a call from somebody saying there were some pedophiles on TV trying to sell some sort of app. That wouldn't happen to be you two, would it?
You caught us red-handed, officer. We're just a couple of pedophiles who love talking about our passions.
What did you say? I think what my colleague here is trying to say is we're a couple of pedophiles who just want a chance to reach out and touch a few people.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Our goal here was certainly to touch people.
Hey, scumbag, you're under arrest.
No, we just wanted to help people become pedophiles like us.
Michael, stick to the prompter! We have to thank our sponsors, Planned Parenthood. You're the one-stop shop for all things plant care. And King of the Juice, don't die for their sinful flavors. We also like to thank our producer, most importantly, the children!
All right, let's just go tell it to the judge.
Good night!
Good night, mother!
Hello, everybody. You guys enjoying yourself? Yeah. Nice. My name is Michael Rizzo. I am president of Followed by a Bear. And welcome to our night of scenes. Just a quick few things before we get rolling even more. Make sure you silence your cell phones if you haven't already, and unwrap all your hard candies right now. Great. Okay. Also, so this was 4 Easy Payments, written by Colin, Mallee, and directed by Fera. Our next scenes are Collision, written by Anthony Paparo and directed by Hennessy, followed by Sins from the Father, written by myself and directed by Kelly White, and then, yes, and All Sales Final, written by Kelly White and directed by Anthony Paparo. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
How's the flying cars division coming along, Scarlett?
It won't get off the ground, sir.
What do you mean?
I mean, it literally won't get off the ground. You know, we've tried everything, sir.
Damn it! Greg, you look like a mess. Is everything all right?
Sir, we need to talk about the programming of the self-driving cars again.
That's your division, Greg. We signed full responsibility of programming in that department to you 3 months ago.
I know what you did, but.
Hey. Let's let him say what's on his mind. Clearly, it's really bothering him.
Well, we had a hypothetical.
A what? Sorry, what did you say?
A goddamn hypothetical, Bryce! Need me to spell it out for you?
You gotta be kidding me. Another one?
You should probably sit for. Oh, all right. Ever since it's been proposed, I haven't been able to sleep.
Should I be leaving?
No!
Yeah.
You don't mind? I think having a second opinion on this might be helpful.
This doesn't leave this room, Miss Scarlett. Got it?
So, we were doing the most essential part of programming. When we got in, everyone was just been silent. You could drop a pin.
And hear it?
You tell me. Nobody's wanted to come forward with their ideas. been calling it the Wall for the past 2 weeks.
So what's the Wall?
Mr. Price, is the simulator up and running today?
The simulator. It creeps me out. They look so real.
Then it's perfect for today.
All right.
From what marketing tells us, this is our potential customer. Her name's Allie. She's 26.
That's me. Hi, everybody.
Allie has loving parents, but no family of her own. She saves up her hard-earned cash to buy the car. One day, she's driving down a residential street when the car makes a left turn to avoid an old man in a pickup truck.
Yo, you're too old to be driving.
Beep, beep, beep. Allie's car turns onto a residential street that multiple mothers with their young, innocent, defenseless, just born yesterday children are on. It's going too fast to stop.
Little Dylan, you're so cute. Oh, shit!
What? Potentially, there's another option. Beep, beep, beep. The car identifies a wall. Beep, beep, beep. And decides to drive itself into it to avoid the families.
Look out! Oh, shit! Is she?
Dan is John Lennon and Yoko's romantic life. You betcha. This is the problem we've been facing. We programmed the car to drive into the families or into the wow.
I mean, the answer is obvious to me. She drives into the wall.
Hey!
Shush. I mean, you can't tell me that we're just gonna have this car drive into a street that. How many mothers did you say there were?
Multiple.
Okay, multiple's not good enough. I need an actual number.
Multiple. I can't give you a number I don't have.
I need a number.
I don't know that number.
Give me a number, Greg!
10! 10 mothers, okay? Let the projection represent 10 mothers. All right, relax.
Fine. Okay, fine.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
We're in agreement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So 10. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what? At least 20 people in the street?
Give or take.
Sure. This. I mean, you can't tell me that we're just gonna have this car drive into a residential area and kill 20 people. That would be insane. So she drives into a wall, and it's sad for her. Sure. We're not just gonna have this car kill that many people. Are you actually considering it?
Look, I'm not a bad person, okay? Can I just throw that out as a clarifier?
Yeah. Sure, whatever, man. Go ahead.
Turn that one towards her.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just what the hell do you think you're doing? You can't tell me that
Look,
we're
I'm
just...
gonna end up being driven in this car. It's just a fact. And I have a loving wife, 2 kids, and a dog named Mac. I love that dog.
Me too.
Yeah, he misses you.
Tell us that I.
All right. And I'm not advocating that we just kill people who... Look, if I'm getting into this car, I want this car's priority to be me. I'm not having my life thrown away for just random strangers in the street. And I think our customers won't want that either. They won't buy it, and neither will I.
Buy? Is that what you think this is about? Money? You really don't think people are going to spend their money on this car?
Yeah, we're a corporation. That's the one thing we should be worried about.
Okay, what about the lawsuits?
What lawsuits?
You know, just the lawsuits of the 10 families you've just destroyed because of this car.
Well, what about the lawsuits from the driver's family?
It's not their fault they're in the way.
It's not her fault either.
I can't believe you!
Who wants to get into a car that wants to kill them?
Who wants to get into a car that's gonna want to kill anyone in their way?
Guys.
All right, this woman chose to get into one of our cars, and I won't let her die because of it.
I can't believe you're making this all about you!
Guys.
It's not a crime to care about my own life.
It is when there's families that are gonna die for you!
Guys, stop! Stop! Stop right now! Move away from the projections. I need to look at them one more time, but by God, I think I've come to a decision. Beep beep. Beep beep. God, I hate this. You both made excellent points. But this car needs to get programmed today. Well, I think... No. I know I've made up my mind.
Teddy, why are you going back out on the porch again? Come back here. I need to talk to you.
Jim, you shouldn't be smoking. You get cancer.
I'll probably get a tumor from Mom first before I get one from smoking.
What happened this time?
I don't know. She's just bitching.
Language.
Sorry. She has something to say to me or about me every time I walk through the fucking door.
Language.
Sorry. This time it's about flushing the toilet.
Then flush the toilet. It takes 2 seconds.
Why should I? You never flush the toilet.
You're right. Awful habit. Fuck it. Give me one.
Language. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And you can still smoke a cig? Why does Mom give me so much shit for smoking these anyway?
Because it's bad for you. The last thing any parent wants is for their child to get sick. Besides, Ted, you're the oldest. Your sister watches everything you do. You smoke this shit anyway.
Stressed.
Stressed. About what? Has the schoolwork been too much to handle? Has it cut in with your time with Victoria?
She had to tell me a secret.
You little bastard. Do you know how smoking became so popular? Generals were giving their soldiers, in order to calm them down before bullets are flying their direction. I took up the habit in Afghanistan. But just the fact that any moment you could be in a barrage of bullets, or an enemy could bomb your camp, keep the sane person up at night.
Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing, just looking at the stars.
They are really bright tonight. Hey, Ted, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, shoot.
Why are you and Mom always fighting? Why can't you just love each other? Are you going through a phase?
No. I don't know. It's complicated.
Well, I'm sorry for asking. I hope you're not mad at me for asking.
No, I'm not mad, but can I just ask for a minute alone? I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, okay, good night.
Good night.
It amazes me how much she looks like your mother. Grows up every day.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't become a bitch like Mom.
And no. Don't you ever speak that way of your mother again. The amount of sacrifice she does to get you two through school, to feed you, to clothe you, to put a roof over your head, you should be kissing the ground that woman walks on.
Oh, like you did? You'd kill yourself every day to make that woman happy, but it was never enough. It killed me. You would give her the world on a plate, and she never even fucking thanked you. What an ungrateful bitch.
You don't know what she went through, what she still goes through, what goes through her head. She needs someone to keep from bursting.
And what the fuck do you think I do? I'm the one she comes to. For every mortgage payment, every tuition bill, every little shittin' thing. Me. I'm the one who works every free hour I can so I can help her pay for shit around the house. And I try to do it with a smile on my face, but I can't anymore. It's not fair. It's not fair to see kids going out and complaining about their complex problems. It's not fair to have to go to work, to school, to pick up Cece, and then come home and study for 2 seconds before she barges into my room with another fucking problem. It's not fair to have to do this every day.
I'm sorry, son. I wish we could all be fortune tellers and have the ability to look into the future, but we can't. We have to take life day by day. I know this is hard for you, but I promise we'll overcome these challenges. And on the days where it feels the hardest, your family will be there for you. That's why your mom needs you. That's why your sister needs you.
I just wish you were here, Dad. I need you.
Nikki Danvers. It's like Nikki Johnson, but not. You see, when you join the witness protection program, they have to give you a name that sounds like yours, but isn't, so you still respond to it.
Remind me how we got on this topic again?
I asked if you'd ever go to jail for me.
Hell no.
Oh, come on, after all I've done for you? In the 7th grade, who convinced half the class to cut swimming so they wouldn't find out that you were on your period? In the 12th grade, who pulled the fire alarm so you could get out of the writing section of your SATs? Last week, who drove you to the ER because you were convinced you had Ebola? Come on, I've always been there for you, Ash, and you wouldn't even go to hypothetical jail for me?
Nikki, I will always be there for you. I'm just not gonna lie about it. If you killed a guy, I'd be the first person to help you bury the body. But if the cops come to my house and ask me why I have a shovel and a ski mask in the back of my car, they're getting an honest answer.
Oh, come on, that's just stupid. Sometimes you have to lie to people.
No, you don't always have to lie to people. You always have a choice, even if it's a difficult one. That's why I could never be in witness protection. I would rather be on the run from the mob than have to spend the rest of my life lying to people.
Here we go with your daddy issues.
This has nothing to do with my father's history of insurance fraud. It's just that lies are like potato chips.
What?
You can't have just one. You tell one lie, then you tell another lie to cover up the first one, and eventually the lies keep getting bigger and bigger until you can't escape them, or in my dad's case, the perjury charges!
You dial it back a little bit.
Oh, you're right. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night, and I'm on my 3rd glass of wine. I am clearly the most pathetic person in this bar. God, this isn't even a bar. It's a friggin' Applebee's. That reminds me. Waiter, can I get a refill? Thank you.
Oh, come on, it could be worse. At least your boyfriend of 2 years, the man you were convinced you were going to marry, didn't just announce that he's leaving you to pursue his dreams of being a Civil War reenactor.
Nikki, that was 6 months ago. I think you'd be over this by now.
I know, I've tried. The day Josh left me, I took all the shit he ever bought me and I sold it all on Craigslist, all sales final. Thought it was supposed to be cleansing, you know, like out of sight, out of mind, but 6 months out and I still see his face wherever I go.
Nikki, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
You know, out of all your old boyfriends, I think Josh was the worst at shopping for you. I mean, what was that thing he got you last Christmas? That pin with the lilies?
Are you kidding me? That brooch is paying our bar tab. Apparently, God knows why he bought that for me, but apparently there's like a market for that celluloid shit. Some guy from Oregon bought it for like $50.
Well, perfect. Josh finally got you something you need after all. I mean, you're using it to pay for booze after all. And now he's out of your life for good.
I got a refill for table 17. Hey, Nikki, long time no see. And Ashley, how's your dad? Is he still in prison?
Someone brings up my dad one more time, I swear to God.
Josh, shouldn't you be off saving Gettysburg or something?
No. I'm actually back to waiting tables. Turns out there's not a lot of money in reenacting. There's no money, actually. It's all volunteer stuff. I really should have looked into that more. Could really use the money with Nana in the hospital and everything.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, no, it's fine. We haven't spoken since you kicked me out of the house. And stopped answering my calls and cut me out of your life completely.
Wow, I never thought you were the crazy type. Do I need to get my shovel?
No. Oh, Josh, I swear I'm not a psychopath. What can I do to prove that to you?
It's actually why I'm glad I ran into you tonight. I was wondering if I can get my Nana Liz brooch back.
Lily, you mean like the,
Shit.
I mean, I'm not trying to be petty or anything. It's just like, I knew it was her favorite and I never saw you wear it. And I thought my mom could have it, you know, just in case Natalie doesn't.
Okay, that's it. Josh, there's something I have to tell you. Nikki does not have the brooch, and she can never give it back to you because...
My house burned down.
What?
It burned right down to the ground, and everything in it, too. And, right, Ash?
Could you give us a second, please?
What was I supposed to do? Hey, Josh, I promise I'm not a psychopath ex-girlfriend. Oh, by the way, I sold your dying grandmother's jewelry to a stranger on the internet. We used the money for alcohol. Natalie was a Mormon.
Accidents happen. It's not like you did it on purpose.
Yeah, but he's not going to believe that. Not after I blocked his calls for 6 months. Ash, I have no choice, please.
Okay, fine. But you can't say that I never did anything for yes, Nikki's house burned down. And she's living with me now.
So, how did the fire start?
I burned a bag of popcorn. I wasn't paying attention, and the whole place was like full with smoke, and didn't have time to grab anything, and so I don't have the brooch. Josh, I'm really sorry.
God, I feel it's a jerk. Here I am going on about a stupid plastic pin. You really don't have any clean clothing.
Hey.
No money, no house. Nikki, you're a wreck. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night and you're half drunk at an Applebee's. You're the daughter of a known criminal. If Natalie could see this, never mind. I'll pay your bar tab. It's really the least I can do.
All right. No, it's okay. Trust me, it's being taken care of.
Well then, how about a house?
Josh, this really isn't your problem. Come on, Ash, we should really get going.
No, this entire thing is my fault. Like, you remember when we used to live together? It was my one job was to detect smoke detectors.
Where are you going with this?
I never did that. I would just lie and tell you I would. If you're homeless, it's my fault. My stupid lie cost you your house and everything in it. I mean, you're basically alive, but your whole life is ruined.
Josh, I'm not mad.
I mean, like, let's face it, Ashley's dad sold you that insurance policy, and that claim isn't going to do
He's in jail for perjury, not fraud.
You're going to need a place to live, and I think it should be with me. What I'm trying to say,
Oh God, this isn't happening.
Will you?
You know, witness protection suddenly sounds like a great idea.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colin Mallee. I'm the Vice President of Fera. It really is an honor to be on the same stage that Ice-T just a few hours ago. Him and I have a close personal relationship now. I get to call him Bird. Anywho, yes, thanks again for coming out. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about writing, because that's what my job as the Vice President really is. So everything on this stage is written, directed, and acted by students. And we take a lot of pride in that we have that freedom to kind of showcase people's various talents and abilities. And we think it's a really, really special thing to do, and we'd like to keep it going. So if you are a writer out there and you have a really good idea for a scene or one you'd like us to kind of look over, send it in. We have an email address. It's followedbybear@gmail.com. Send us your scripts, your scenes, whatever you got. We'll take a look at it. We'll be having another night of scenes next semester. It will be a themed night of scenes though. So the theme is, it's a line and it's to the rescue. So all the scenes will have that line in it. So if you want to write something around that line, or if you want to try and work it into one of your scenes, we'd be happy to look over it for you, give you some notes or anything about that. We're also, we have a writing team put together now. We are writing a 2-act play for next semester. This is the first really brand new thing for us. We're super excited about it. We have a name, I believe now. It's kind of a working title, but it's called A Wake. It's about a funeral, so you can kind of see the joke in there. So if you're interested in coming out to see that or coming to audition for that, we'll be having auditions for that next semester. There's several parts, so we'll take anybody. We'll come out, audition. We'll look at you. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. Submission. I'm supposed to remember this. The deadline for submissions for scenes is January 1st, I believe. So get them into us by then, because we have to look over everything and make sure it's all kosher. All right. So without further ado, we'll move on to the next scene, which is Loud Silence. Thank you.
Shake my biscuits and pour me some gravy. Who would have expected this many cats and dogs on a Tuesday night? A Tuesday night! You know what the average person does on a Tuesday night? Nothing. Zip, zilch, and butt kiss. Not today. No, sir, you've made Tuesday special again. And to think, they're all here for what? Piano Concerto? Or whatever it's called? What's it called again, specifically? It doesn't matter. You know all that musical terminology jibber jabber. You know what I mean. Oh, Bright Eyes over here. You really are a good kid. Smart, attractive, the worst. But when it comes to music, man, when it comes to music, you're from a different realm. I mean it. You're Norma Jean reincarnated into a piano cocktail. 2 parts Elton John and 1 part Billy Joe. Wow! Maybe a dash of some Wagner on top of that. I've been working here 10, maybe 15 years at best. And I can tell you that a crowd like this comes along once every blue moon. They won't have any blue moons. And when they happen, it's not entertainment to these folks anymore. It's not all the pomp and the circumstance. It still is, but it isn't, you know? Stakes have changed. Go-getters have gotten together to put on one hell of a performance. And the crowd was all riled up expecting a display of fireworks. And the only question I have for you is this. You be there, standing tall at the helm. You want to be the next Mozart? Rachmaninoff? Horowitz? We'll get out there and knock the Argyle socks off of that crowd. But hey, best of luck to you, kid. I know you're welcome, Dad.
Carol.
Feeling nervous yet? Maybe if you practice piano more, you wouldn't feel this nervous.
Practicing more couldn't help this girl. She already tried and failed at playing. That's why she's playing here. Can't do anything for this girl. She can't be helped.
No, she can't. Look at her. Look at the way she stares into that mirror, waiting for her face to change. You know you hate the way you look, Carol.
Look at the way she thinks she looks tonight. If she puts on enough lipstick, that'll be enough to distract the audience from listening to the horrid playing.
But it'll only be because of how bad the lipstick actually looks on her in the first place.
Put on more eyeliner. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Throw an entire coat of paint over your face, and maybe that'll fix everything.
That's what's wrong with this entire time. No wonder. Not enough eyeliner. Holy hell, where did she get that dress? Did she lose a bet?
A bet? She doesn't have any money left to lose. She lost her gig as a glorified Starbucks barista last week. Lost her dignity way before that. Why do you think she's playing here in tonight's show? Or wearing that dress? She has nothing else to wear, so she thinks she's wearing the best she can. She's desperate.
Think that makes you look intelligent and fashionable? Think it makes people want to fuck you? You're terrible at sex, and not because you're out of shape, although that certainly doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. Not one bit. But we can't tell her to go to the gym because that'd be a waste of breath. She'll never change. She'll never fix any of her problems.
Stop ignoring us, Carol.
You're a lousy lay, Carol. You don't want to admit it because you're afraid of the truth. Just wait for Jared to say it one day when he's trying to screw the crazy out of your head. I wouldn't have sex with her if you put a gun to my head. But then again, it'd have to be Carol's head, so I guess I'd be okay with that.
And then you'd be all alone.
The same way you feel when you look up pictures of happy couples to make yourself feel better.
Or those depressing quotes whenever you travel somewhere alone.
And what quotes they are.
Sick of crying, tired of trying.
Yes, I'm smiling, but inside I'm
dying!
She tries her hardest to look good, but she'll always feel ugly inside. But nobody noticed it. No one ever seemed to notice.
They never took the time to realize that I'm not living anymore. I'm just surviving.
What good are the friends I have now if everyone always leaves me in the end?
I always knew I'd never be perfect, but I would have settled for feeling more than worthless.
But then again, being depressed seems to be the only real feeling I can identify with. And being alone.
But not really alone.
No, she'll never really be alone. Isn't that comforting? Almost as comforting as hearing that stage manager ramble on about her.
You think what she said makes you special? You think that makes you stand out? She says that to every loser to make them feel special. And she emphasizes it even more when she's with you.
Don't be silly, Carol. Silly, silly, silly.
We know you're there.
Carol. Come out, wherever
looking
you are.
at yourself, wasting time.
She's uniquely non-existent.
The voices you hear in your head that no one else can
Carol! Carol? Oh, sorry, did you get my flowers?
Jared!
Hey, you look pretty good. Bobby asked if I wanted to go out for drinks later. Do you want to come?
Fuck.
You're too hard on yourself. You need to lighten up.
I can't find my mascara!
You don't need your mascara. You look like $1 million. Hey, come on, what's with this? Why are you getting mad all of a sudden? Stop.
I can't make them go away.
Remember what your doctor said? She knows what she's talking about, you know? How they all trickle down and yell at you.
I can't ignore them.
I'm not saying to ignore them. Don't ignore them. Just make them sing.
Thank Christ he fucking left.
How condescending can you get? Like he thinks his words are being handed down from the mouth of God. He's only been with you for 7 months because he didn't want to feel guilty.
Do you really think he was texting his friend Bobby? How do you know he's not fucking someone else? He's a good-looking guy.
Good looking enough to secretly steal your makeup. It would look better on him anyway.
I like how he uses this general, non-specific compliments and adjectives, as if any of that really negates any of the problems you have.
Problems you continue to have.
Problems that will never go away.
He's just being supportive.
There she is. We knew you were there. Carol listening.
Always listening.
That's right.
And there's a difference between being supportive and flat out lying. He's been with other girls. What do you think he said to them? Think you'll ever actually compare to the people he's already been
I'm
with?
happy he's been with other people.
That's bullshit, Carol. Don't lie.
You have to realize you had other people living inside your brain.
I've been with other people too. Why does it have to be some sort of competition?
Were you ashamed?
Ashamed of us? What have we done to you? It's not our fault we exist. We didn't have any say in the matter.
That's right.
Because if we did, we would have chosen to be in someone a little bit more interesting.
That's right.
With more hobby.
With more interest.
With a better personality.
Who's better looking.
And more nicer clothes.
And try so fucking
hard to pretend to be someone she's not.
Someone she's never been.
And never will be.
Carol.
Don't be so mean, Carol.
You can't threaten us, but we can certainly threaten you.
That's right.
We can make you hear things you don't want to hear.
We don't want to have to do that, Carol.
No, we don't.
We're your friends.
Isn't he probably down at the bar washing his sorrows
He's thinking about her as much
I don't
as you
think
are,
he's
Carol.
coming.
She isn't coming back.
To come and just wanted to hurt you.
But you'll never know.
And she's gone to the great beyond, the great unknown.
She's been Carol.
Either way, you'll never know.
Suffering for all her sins.
Anyone, Carol.
Except us.
To be let out.
Make us do it.
Carol.
Can't do that, Carol.
Make us do anything,
All your life, you've been waiting for this moment to arrive.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise.
God, maybe Grandpa was right. Lowells are not love-ols. We'll always stoop low. And this is definitely a new low.
Hi! Oh, sorry about that. Let me get that.
It's fine. I'm fine. Who are you?
Oh, well, I'm Harry. Harry, man. I work, 27 years old, and I work for HR for a company that mostly does...
Oh, okay. That's all fine, but we'll get your blood pumping, Harry. You know, I want to hear what you're interested in.
Oh, well, I'm a person and people have interests. That means that I probably have...
You know, like common interests, hobbies, collections, anything.
Well...
What do you like to do, Harry man? Harry man.
Well, I collect banana stickers.
You collect?
You know, like the stickers on bananas. I have catalogs of them by now. Well, maybe not catalogs, but I at least have 24 sheets. I'd wager to say I have 200 individual...
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, I have been the Chiquita Banana for Halloween 3 years in a row.
With the headdress and everything?
You betcha.
Okay.
You know, I've won the Halloween costume contest every year running. People love to see a man in a dress.
Well, Harry, this is New York after all.
Okay, well, what do you like to do, Bridget?
Damn you, Grandpa. And who are you?
Hi, I'm Jeff Lewis. I live here in the city, and I have a tabby cat named Brandy, and she likes to play in boxes, and sitting on top of kitchen cabinets, and scratching the ottoman,
And what, she does your taxes and bakes cakes? I didn't ask about your cat, Jeff. I asked about you. Tell me about you.
Well, I didn't want to start on the wrong foot here. Let me try again. Hi, my name's Jeff. I live here in the city. I work in photography, and most of my subjectivity revolves around animals.
Oh, well, that's definitely different. What kind of animals? Are these for like calendars or something? How often do you get your photos published?
I get published all the time. You probably own one of my photos, to be honest.
That's pretty cool. So, are they good? I mean, try to be completely unbiased, but are they?
Well, my cat, Brandy, she just usually is my best model. I mean, she's just so good at posing. And she knows she's always, I don't even have to tell her. She just gives me the best photos, and like, she's been published in magazines. Can you believe that? My pretty kitty. Meowsies.
Are you meowing?
What? What? No, I don't. Meow.
You know, I'm really more of a dog person. Whose idea was this? Lowells are not love-alls. This is hopeless.
Hello.
And you are?
My name's Willard Plum, babe. And are you?
My name is Bridget. I live in Soho and I walk Great Danes in my spare time.
I knew someone named Bridget once. She was a star, which just might be a namesake. We had such a great connection, her and I. She was so intuitive, always thinking of things. Such a shame things had to go the way they did.
What do you do, Willard Plum?
Well, I work at a law firm on 32nd Street, babe. I represent the big guys, you know? The guys who should go away for life, but thanks to me, barely learn their inmates' names. They get this stuff minor leagues get, you know? Thieves, DUIs, that kind of thing. The good stuff. It's crazy what I'm capable of.
I bet.
You know, I could give you some of the good stuff.
No. No. I don't want any of your good stuff. For all I know, that could be your way of saying that you want to murder me. And you'd probably get away with it too. Christ, I feel unsafe just being in the same room as you.
Oh, such a shame for you, Bridget. We could have had such a great connection.
Come on! This is just not fair. Universe, why are you doing this to me? This is a whole new low for Lowell.
Hi, Tobias Teller, former hedgehog owner, current title holder of the Brooklyn Bureau Blitz's Eating Contest.
Hi, I'm Bridget. Do tell, what is the Brooklyn Bureau Blintz Eating Contest?
I ate 16 blintzes in 10 minutes at IHOP Brooklyn once. I was also really hungover.
Cheers to that. You know, Tobias Teller, that is quite an accomplishment, even if it was a hangover-induced binge-eating feast.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I wouldn't really call it a feast. It was a lot of particularly light pancakes being shoveled down my throat at once. Let me paint a picture.
Okay.
They were covered in strawberry and whipped cream, washed back with burnt coffee. Grandmas in adjacent booths glowering in disgust as they covered their 10-year-old kids for my pugnacious ingestibility. No, it wasn't a feast, but it certainly was the highlight of my life in the past 2 years.
Thank you for clarifying that they were not crepes. I could have sworn that the last time I had a glimpse, it tasted suspiciously crepe-like.
No, absolutely not.
Well, you'll have to show me what a true glimpse is like then.
I'd love to. Hey, Bridget, can I ask you something? And please tell me if I'm being too forward, but...
Yes, I would love to see you again.
Oh, no, yeah, cool, yeah. Maybe we could do,
I help?
I Gotta Be My Record.
Would you look at that, Grandpa?
What they were thinking. I mean, consider it for a second. The Village people in a movie. Yeah, I can't believe that actually happened. But I digress. What was the original question? Oh, no, I don't think that horror movies negatively impact youngsters. I mean, the majority of them are so unrealistic that any... Hi. If you'll excuse me for a second, Martha, I'll call you back. Okay. Talk to you soon. You must be my new Colin. McKinney, is it?
Yes, it is.
Good to meet you. The name's Fairview. Senior.
Oh, it's an honor, ma'am. I've been reading Fairviews by Fairview since I was in high school. It's my favorite column in the paper.
Please, there's 2 chairs in this office for a reason. Have a seat.
Oh, thank you, yes. I asked Mr. Stevenson if I could meet with you.
Stevenson, he's a good man. Best editor-in-chief in a while, I'd say.
Oh, yes. I asked him for your office because, well, I'm a recent college graduate, and, yeah, I graduated from Colgate. I was on the newspaper there. I was editor-in-chief, and, while that was a learning experience in and of itself, this is a career.
And you want the tricks of the trade that only an old pro can provide.
Yes, that's absolutely it. I'd appreciate any advice you have to offer me.
Well, I wouldn't know where to start. I've been in this business for 36 years and I've learned my share of lessons in the process. So how do I compress all of my knowledge into something to give to you? Ah! I got it! Write this down, McKinney. The first thing you need to know about being a critic is this. Eat before you go to a screening. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, doesn't matter. Long as you're, shall I say, comfortably full.
Comfortably full. But why does it matter whether I've eaten or not? I'm reviewing a movie, not a restaurant!
Here's a story for you, McKinney. As a beginner in this field, I once gave a movie a terrible review because I was hungry. I couldn't concentrate, and my readers were upset that I dissuaded them from seeing a good picture.
Oh, well that makes a lot of sense. Hey, do you remember what the movie was?
My friends will never let me forget it. E.T. Now then, moving on. Sometimes actors, directors, and so on will ask to meet with you when doing their new movie. Interviews. Other stars, however, will not ask to meet with you. So number 2 is this. Only if absolutely necessary, bribe your way into an interview.
Bribe? For an interview?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Fairview, isn't that insanely unethical?
No. In any case, I've gotten some of my best stuff from bribed interviews. You remember my piece on Martin Scorsese a couple years back?
Oh, yeah! Absolutely, that's one of my favorite pieces of yours.
That story cost me 3 Sicilian pizzas at a place in Hell's Kitchen.
You bribed Martin
Scorsese. With
That's incredible.
and 2 root beer floats, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Now, is it always food, or do you sometimes?
Sometimes, but mine have ranged from dinner to amusement park tickets to automobile repairs to escorts. Really, it just depends on the person. Now then, can I be frank with you, McKinney?
I was under the impression that you would.
Okay, good. Do you have a problem with, nudity?
Nudity! Like in general, or?
Yeah, let's say in general.
Well...
Okay, good. Now, did you study film at Crest University?
So, Colgate, and again, now.
Colgate, Crest, both toothpaste, doesn't matter. Now then, number 3 goes as thus. If a film has nudity in it, then you are completely justified in calling it an art house film.
Really?
Really.
Well, all right.
Okay then, number 4. And this is probably the most important. McKinney?
Yes, Miss Fairview.
Are you religious?
Oh, I as much as the next guy.
Good enough. There's something I want to show you. This was given to me a couple years back. I've since received another one, and well, I want you to have this.
Oh, my thank you, Miss Fairview. Oh, Miss Fairview?
Yes, McKinney.
Why does Roger Ebert have a halo?
Number 4. Pray every night to his lordship Roger Ebert, patron saint of critics.
Pray every... You know, I am not religious, but I do know that Roger Ebert is not a saint.
This has nothing to do with Catholicism, McKinney. It has to do with the religion of reviewing, the cult of criticism, the fraternity of film. Every motion picture critic in America, whether he or she works at the New York Times or posts videos on YouTube, gives a nightly prayer to Roger Ebert. And now, you get to join them. No, us in this joyous tradition.
Well, excuse me, but I think that's a little, weird.
Weird?
Weird?
You dare blaspheme and call this! Okay. You see, it's no secret that as critics, we don't get along. We all have different opinions on the movies we watch, varying standards on what makes a good film. We even disagree on the right amount of butter to put on popcorn. But this, Miss McKinney, is what unites us as writers. An unwavering admiration for the man who made criticism something to be admired, not just for snobs and hipsters. And when you pray to him, St. Roger will be good to you. Heck, I was on my knees last night, asking Roger if I could finally meet a competent young person with which whom I could share this most sacred of duties. And today, you came into my office. Coincidence?
Well, that is unreal, Miss Fairview.
Unreal? No. A prayer made real. He provided for me, and he'll provide for you as well. If you truly believe.
Oh, I do believe! Oh, I bet you it's getting late. I better get down to payroll before they close for the night. Thank you so much, Miss Fairview. I won't forget anything that you taught me.
I think we'll be a formidable team, McKinney. Now go get him in payroll. See you on assignment.
See you soon!
Hello, Martha. Yep, it's Fairview again. You said you had one more question for me? Yes, it is a shame they're making me retire, but you want to know the upside? Hey, don't print this, but those idiots let me trade my replacement. Gullible? Gullible wouldn't even begin to describe her. I even gave her that stupid picture of Ebert. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You want to hear a great story, Martha?
Dear Lord, I'm terribly sorry for what I'm about to do, but you have to understand. I just can't go on any longer.
Excuse me.
Jesus? Oh. Hey. What's going on?
What you up to over there?
Oh, me? Just, you know, hanging out on the roof.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, beautiful day, isn't it? No? All right. I've had better days. Yeah. You come up on the roof often?
You're here to jump, right?
What? Jump? No. Me? That's preposterous. I wouldn't even
Well, could
think
you
of...
not?
I'm sorry, what?
You're clearly here to jump off this building. Yeah, don't do it.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Fine. I'm up here to jump. I'm fed up with my life, so I've come up to this rooftop and I'm gonna throw myself off, and hopefully the fall will kill me. What's wrong with that, huh? Why shouldn't I do it?
Because I was here first.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to jump. We can't kill ourselves at the same time.
What? Why not?
Because I was here first. This is my time. We can just do it together. It'd be weird.
Weird? People kill themselves every goddamn day.
Not at the same time, right next to each other.
We're not right next to each other. We're on completely different rooftops.
What do you mean completely different? We're neighbors. You can't deny this is a weird situation.
Okay, fine. It's a little weird. So what? Maybe it's just my time too.
No, it's not. It can't be both of our times. It can only be my time.
Rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Rock, paper, scissors. Winner gets the jump.
You can't be serious.
Don't I look serious? Alright, you're a little too far away. I can't see your hand. What'd you throw?
What'd you throw?
Scissors?
Yeah, I picked rock. I'm jumping.
Wait, your hand You can't just change the rock. Yes, it did. Where's your sense of self-respect?
Self-respect? I'm here to kill myself. What have self-respect?
Come on, you know what I mean, goddammit. Look, I'm sure whatever you're going through must feel pretty bad. I'm going through a lot too right now. This just has to happen for me.
Hold on. Oh, that's it. Why are you here? What's got you so down the dumps you think you deserve to die more than I do?
Well, if you must know, it's because I have no reason to keep living anymore. All my life, all I've ever been is put down and rejected. You know, I used to have 1,000 different dreams of finding a talent and making a living out of it. And who knows? Maybe I could have even been famous for it. No matter how hard I tried or how many sleepless nights I spent practicing, nobody ever took me seriously. Not even my closest friends. So I gave up. I could only ever aspire to be just short of greatness, whatever I try hard at. I spent so much time trying to find a purpose, and it's taken me this long to figure out I have none. So that's it. That's why I'm here to jump.
Well, that's fucking dumb.
What?
You're gonna jump because you're not the next Robert De Niro, and that realization is making you a little nihilistic? Give me a goddamn break.
Hey, fuck you, man. You think I'm being dumb? Why are you up here? Why should you kill yourself?
You wanna know why? Because I had everything. That success you were looking for, I had it. I had a high-paying job, a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter. Everything in my life was going great. I was happier than anyone could ever hope to be. And then what happens? I find out my wife's been sleeping with my brother for the last 6 years. They're going through divorce, custody battle, the whole set. Somehow she managed to get my house, half my money, and full custody of my kid. After fighting tooth and nail over everything I've ever loved in my life, my work starts to slip and I get laid off from my job. My perfect life has gone out the window in a flash, and I won't ever get to have it back again. Do you see this? This is a check for all the alimony I'll ever have to pay. This is all the money my daughter needs to live a happy life, and I won't be needing it because in 2 minutes I'll be a splattered mess on concrete. You want to jump because you haven't found a purpose? Well, I found mine, now it's gone. So you tell me, who's got it worse? Who deserves this more?
Neither of us.
What did you say?
Neither of us deserves this more. We're both up here on this rooftop bickering over whose life is worse or who should have to die. Who's to say we even should? Maybe what we're doing up here is stupid. Sure, we wouldn't imagine an end to our pain, but everybody feels pain. And maybe we're up here for our own unique reasons, but that doesn't make us unique. Maybe there's a future where we don't have to hurt so much. Where we can be happy like everybody else. Neither of us needs to jump.
Neither of us.
You're right. God, you're right. I can't do this. I can't die today. I can't leave everything behind. I can't leave my daughter alone. I just can't.
Maybe it took the two of us being up here to realize we don't need to be up here at all. Maybe it's fate we're both so fucked up.
Can I buy you a drink?
Sure. Where are we going?
From here it looks like O'Malley's isn't too busy.
Mallee sounds good to me.
I'll meet you at the pub.
Thank you so much for coming to tonight's show. Just a quick shout out, a couple shout outs. We'd like to thank our stage crew in the back. Thank to Chris for doing the lights, Joey for sound, and of course our lovely Glennet for doing basically everything. We'd also like to thank Ashley and Reagan, who are the purchase assistants here. They were super helpful, super nice, and super kind. So big hand for them, guys.
I just want to remind everybody again, all you aspiring writers, January 1st, get your scenes into us. followedbybear@gmail.com. We'd love to have you guys, so just remember to do that. And we'll have that 2-act play, Awake, will be next semester, so be looking for that. Also jump.
All right, and if you like what you see and you're really excited for next semester's projects, please help fund us. We're accepting donations. We really appreciate it. Support the arts. Thank you.
So, with that being said, Colin.
I go first. All right, so we're going to do curtain calls now. So, 4 Easy Payments, written by myself, directed by Steve Fera, starring Erin Denenberg, Hannah Field, Natalie Ochs, Matt Tamarin, Matt Unger, Alex Velazquez, and Claudia Wert.
Written by Anthony Paparo, directed by Hennessy, starring Colin, Mallee, Maggie, McHale, Emily Newcomer, Tom Smith, and Eileen Welsh. Give it up for them.
All right, next up, Sins from the Father, written by Michael Rizzo, so handsome, directed by Kelly White, starring Kenkelen, Spencer Mateikis, and Abbie Sweetman.
All Sales Final, written by Kelly White, directed by Anthony Paparo, starring Kayla, Rose, and Matt Zanowic. Oh god, oh Kayla.
Up next, Loud Silence, written by J.P. Valonis, directed by Michael Rizzo, so handsome, starring Hennessy, myself, Emily Newcomer, and Chris Kenkelen.
Speed Dating, written by Maggie McHale, directed by Morgan Urick, starring Omar, Nick Connors, Vicky Kavila, Colin Mallee, and Spencer Mateikis. Sorry.
Next up, Critical Condition, written by Rose Weldon, directed by Ray Akers, starring Grace Kokobinski and Danielle McCann.
And finally, Jumpers, written by Tom Smith, directed by Anne-Marie Maloney, starring Nick Connors and George Fenton.
great night.